again to today's edition of Honeybee. We are so thankful that you decided to come and spend some time with us today. So we hope that you're off to a good week. And for those of you who may not know, my name is Ty, and I'm joined by the lovely
Delores.
And
Yay!
JC, I'm a vision
Yay!
in houndstooth today.
Ah,
As
Oh,
you can
yes.
see, I got my matching folder.
very, very steady.
Two.
Very
Yes,
studying. I
yes.
like it. Very studying.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. You know, I'm all about that
Thank
magic
you.
to a T. I love it. So, are you going to school, Mr. Studious over there?
No, we're doing a whole lot of research.
Well, I've been in school for a long time.
No, this is my research folder.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay,
and
okay.
it's
Well, that's
in
that's
houndstooth.
well, that's cool. That's cool. Dolores, is that a ribbon I see on your shirt?
Yes.
Yes, and this
Please
week
explain. What's up with your ribbon?
My birthday.
it's her birthday.
It's my birthday. It's on Thursday.
Yes, Dolores,
Yeah.
it's your birthday.
Yes.
We're gonna party like it's your
I
birthday.
got a party and have my carrot cake. I told my
Yes.
mama I want a carrot
Oh,
cake. She
my
said, what kind of cake you want? I
gosh.
said, I want a carrot cake this year.
I like caramel cake. I
Caramel-
like the
ooh, yum,
caramel
yum.
Yes.
cake. I
Most
love-
definitely happy early birthday,
Thank
Dolores.
you. I
Yes,
turned young.
yes.
Do you have any?
I made 25 years old.
Well, you look awesome for 25, girl. When I grow
Well,
up, I want to
thank
look
you.
just like you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So, do you have any big plans, Dolores, for your birthday later on this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a social media, I said social media. I'm gonna have a social distant party at my house.
Oh, nice. I wonder how that's going to be.
Right, you're
Yeah.
going to have 9 other people, right? I don't know if you can do
It's
more
just
than
the
10.
family.
You would be 10.
Yes. Yes.
You guys are going to be
Yeah, but
like, it was
definitely
only-
gonna go out to eat. Cause my mom already told me she's gonna take me out to eat.
Oh,
Oh,
But
awesome.
since some places are still closed, we're gonna have to have it delivered to us.
nice, nice.
Well, that's awesome. You know, speaking of going out to eat, guys, it's like, our city has begun, opening up and in different phases and stuff. And, the restaurants are open, at least the ones that want to be open.
Yeah, some.
Where you can dine in. What do you guys think about that? Like, are you guys starting to eat out in the restaurants? Do you feel safe and comfortable? Are you still a little like, I don't know about that?
Yeah, well, in my case, I've already eaten at a restaurant 4 times, and
Oh my gosh!
yes,
Yay!
Oh,
yeah, and we my roommate gives me flack about this, but we went to the gentrified version of Chinatown, where the gentrified bougie Chinatown.
Oh,
You
bougie.
know.
Ooh, bougie.
Yeah,
huh?
'cause-
No.
Yeah, because like that's where the hip young, Asian millennials go with their Jaguars and BMWs and Mercedes Benzes, and they go there. Yeah, and that's where their watering hole, because you got a lot of all these. There's a Japanese restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, and a little bonbon Japanese little convenience store, which is really cute. It looks very Sanrio, if you ask me. Oh, you're gonna love that. I mean, Ty, you are going to love that place. You are going to
Oh,
love
yeah,
it.
you'll need to text me the info.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And
But do
you're
they have outside seating? Because until they have outside seating, I'm not sure if I'm okay.
there is outside seating, and inside, if you're gonna eat inside, the tables are they're practicing social distancing. Like you can't be congregating, like staying all in one group, one table. Everything is like spaced. So you
that's
see,
nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
that's real
like
nice.
like a family sitting on that side, and then a couple here, and another person
Mm-hmm.
over here. So everything is socially distant.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh. So you don't think you could get the virus going out to eat there 4 times, do you?
no, well, 4 times I've been to 4 different restaurants, not just one.
Oh, 4 different ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay,
four
which
wow.
one's
different ones.
your
Like
favorite?
like one is the BBQ. The if you ladies are into barbecue, that's a very
Oh
nice,
yeah, I
like
went there a long
chicken
time ago.
barbecue. They have the spicy barbecue and the non-spicy barbecue. Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
they have their fried rice with melted cheese. You're gonna
Ooh.
die.
Now I will take that. The
Yes.
meat, they can have the meat, but I'll
Uh-huh.
take the other stuff.
And then they have a Vietnamese restaurant, and then there's like a rice noodle restaurant. I mean, for the life of me, I can't eat rice noodles with chopsticks because it just dissolves. So it's so embarrassing. And,
Oh
and,
my
and
goodness.
they be looking at me. They're like, "Are you Asian or not?"
Don't worry, when I went
Oh
into the,
my gosh.
Hey, look,
I haven't went into the
I,
restaurants
hey,
yet.
I have some Chinese Japanese in me, and I can barely use chopsticks
I
myself
don't
at
know,
all.
but
So,
see the chopsticks is easy when it's like the regular ramen noodle. You can pick it up
you
like
see
that,
me, I'm
yeah.
a mess.
But if it's
I'm a mess with them.
the rice noodles, they just dissolve it. It literally like it melts. It melts. So I'm like, okay, I just ended up eating it with spoon, and that's it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that settles it. Yeah.
you did you copped out a little bit and did the American thing, but
Yeah.
that's okay. No one else
Well,
was looking.
I,
No
I,
one else
s-
was
I
looking.
still use the Asian spoon, so I'm good.
Hey, like the Japanese culture, right? Like it's polite. Like if you really like, your soup, which there's a lot of soup-based,
Yeah.
meals and stuff there. Like miso, I love miso soup. But
I love
anyway,
miso soup.
so you do awesome. Have
I
you tried
love
miso
it.
soup, Delores?
Miso
Have you tried
soup.
the miso before?
Oh, you're gonna
What's
love
it
it.
called?
Miso soup.
Miso.
Miso
I never
soup.
had that
I
one
mean,
before.
it's really good. It's
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
next time you go to a Japanese restaurant, check it out. It's yummy. But
But I know you're vegan.
so-
You're vegan too. I'm vegetarian because I do, the Asian
Right,
stuff.
right.
But so we've done the
Right.
same.
Yeah, there isn't any meat. No meat.
Ooh, that sounds
It's
delicious.
got like it's seasonings, and then you might see like little bits of chive in there, maybe some little chunks of tofu.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yum.
yeah, it doesn't.
I love
It
tofu.
doesn't come. Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't come with meat. But
Oh, nice.
anyway, so like when you're drinking your soup, it's polite, like to
Uh-huh.
slurp. Like you're supposed to slurp if you really enjoy it. You're
Mhm.
giving it the chef a compliment if you're slurping your soup and stuff. Which
Oh,
is
really?
like contrary to which is like fully contrary to like Americans, like
Now, they may. I'll be like bougie.
customs or
I'll be
whatever,
bougie.
you're
I'll just
supposed to
be.
slurping.
Uh,
I'll be like, oops, I can't slurp. I'll be. It'll be like the bougie.
oh my gosh.
Take the napkin.
Shit.
So like whenever
I may drink it like a cup.
You know something? I just love how she blossomed into a full-fledged comedian. I got thee a fully fledged comedian. Oh my gosh.
Yes, the world needs
Yes.
more laughter. Yes, and so like when I was with my dad, like my dad's side of the family, like it's cool to slurp and stuff with our food, our soups and stuff. But then like on my mom's side, American side, it's like no, you don't do that. And so it's like so much going on. So like you see in Filipino culture, is it polite to slurp the soups or not?
Oh, well, like the French culture, if you don't burp, they consider that an insult.
Well, in the
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess burping in France, they means, oh, you like my cooking. That's
Yeah.
a compliment. But if you don't burp, then it's an insult to them.
well in Filipino
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
yeah, in
Yeah.
Filipino culture, since we were once a colony of Spain, so we're kind of on the polite side. We have a very well. Some of us have a very European
And
upbringing.
bougie?
And it's all about yeah, table manners and all that, and don't slurp when you take your soup or drink your
Well,
soup
that's the
or
way I've been raised.
yeah, but
We always we could not slip in that.
yeah, but with the I know that with the Chinese culture, and we're not putting anybody on blast, but that's the way it is. Like they slurp. They're like,
Oh, you mean like now?
well, yeah, but
Oh, that's rude.
but it's not convincing because that's not a bowl of ramen. I'm just kidding. It's not a bowl of ramen, and it doesn't have any bok choy.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that. When I went to a Japanese restaurant. It was on my birthday years ago. First time me using the chopsticks, and I was trying to go with the chopstick and do it like that. It was so funny. And I finally picked it up. I said, "Oh, I picked it up." My sister, like, she can. I don't know how she does it, but she does it. I picked it up with the bok choy. I said, "Well, I got it," and I started eating. And then I got tired of it. I said, "I need a fork. I need a spoon."
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
that's good. That's good because, it's in my blood, but I still struggle with chopsticks. And I mean, honest to goodness, I was an adult before I kind of sort of figured it out.
Yeah.
So I can do sushi with with chopsticks. I can do sushi,
Yeah.
but when it comes to other stuff, I'm just no, I'm good. The American in me will come out. I'll use a fork.
You know what the funny thing is, Ty? I remember the first time that I flew to Hong Kong. I mean, from the Philippines, because Hong Kong is just a 2-hour flight away from the Philippines. It's just close. So my mom and I went to Hong Kong, and it was during Hong Kong Fashion
Oh,
Week.
nice.
So meaning there were a lot of Westerners over there during Fashion Week, in Hong Kong. And I love seeing Westerners, Americans and Europeans eating with their chopsticks. And they were such experts. Like they were experts in using this. I could tell that wasn't their first rodeo. They're like, oh my gosh, look at them with their chopsticks.
Oh my
so
God.
Oh
That
my.
is,
Yeah.
we can be kind of funny when it comes to figuring out little, certain things. I think a fork and a spoon is stupid. But then again, even a lot of Americans struggle with forks and spoons because there's people holding stuff certain ways, and I'm like, that's not so polite.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I guess it's
Yeah.
it's just different stuff. So
Mhm.
for our audience today, have you found certain traditions or certain things very different when it comes to eating? I mean, when you're eating in another country or when you're eating different cookies here. What are your thoughts on that? We definitely encourage your participation. We love to hear your comments and your questions. So anytime we're discussing or talking about something, go ahead and chime on in. We love hearing from you. Isn't that right, guys?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, we love hearing from our friends and our fans. And
Yes.
speaking of our friends and fans, do you guys happen to have your list up by chance?
Well,
Let's see who.
you mean shout out? I give a shout out to Sharon Lee.
Shout out. Any friends or fam?
Yeah, Sharon Lee
Sharon.
Robinson. Yeah, and to Val Victa, and that's about it. Those are the two people that I see on my watch party.
Wow.
What about Delores?
Wow, I got a party on here.
She's got a fan club. What can I say?
I got-
Shout
I have
That's
Robert,
it.
Robert Groven,
Yeah.
Johan. I can see the other
I'm
person.
getting up. I'm
Tony,
leaving. I'm jealous.
Barry Dubas. It's Barry.
Here. Let
Yeah,
me
it's
see.
kind of hard to.
Okay,
Look
let
at
me
this
see.
Screen.
Okay, so we got
I need a magnifying
Robert
glass.
Grove, Johan Harbin. We got Chauncey Moore,
Hello, thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Tony Coleman,
Yeah.
Barry Dobbs, Abir Salama, Rick Mew, Marlon Snipes, Dana Day. Hi, Dana
Hello,
Day.
hello.
Donald
Beautiful.
Green, Michael
Hello,
Elliott. Hi, Michael.
He waved too. Hi,
Yeah.
wave. Hi.
And Brian Ostazowski.
Okay, that's Chaplain Brian.
And Alejandro Felix.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, thank you so much, my fan club.
Yeah, Alejandro.
Yeah.
I know.
Alejandro and Carmelita.
I know. Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Well, we do want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for giving those shout outs to your friends and fans. And those of you who we may be missing, we want to say thank you. Thank you again for tuning in today. We know you could be anywhere else doing anything, and the
Yes.
fact that you decided to spend part of your day with us just means so much. And yes, oh, you know what? Producer, can we share the good news about starting next week or no?
Oh, sure. Can we? Yeah, absolutely.
Share it earlier.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, the cool news is that we've gotten word that we'll be able to start streaming live across multiple different social media channels.
Yes.
Live in
Yes.
real time, starting next week. So congrats!
Woo!
Yes.
How exciting! So not just Facebook Live, but on YouTube and
Yes.
Twitter and Periscope and a couple of others. So starting next week, we'll be all over the place at the same time, instantaneously. And I'm just so excited that it's going to be so awesome.
That is.
Nice. Yeah.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, across the
Oh my gosh.
I think, going live, I think being live is like getting more and more popular. And then with, things have been shut down and stuff like that, businesses and people have started going to their social media and doing things through, their live feeds and stuff like that. So I think going live is awesome. This is a great time to do that.
Yes, it is. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
it is.
Yeah.
Exciting times for social media shows. It's like, that's just so cool. That's
Super
so cool.
exciting, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Geeked up about that. Yes, I'm geeked up about that. So, yeah, I just heard the news, not too long before we started filming. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that is cute. That is big.
Yes.
So, yeah, so, social media shows is growing. And,
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
exciting. It's exciting.
Growing.
It's growing. We're
and then
growing.
Hopefully we'll see you here in the
That's right.
studio.
I know, huh?
Yes.
I can't wait for the
Yeah,
day
I
that
know,
you
I
come
miss
back to
you
the
guys,
studio.
too. I know.
It's gonna be
miss-
so
I
nice.
miss you guys too. Hey,
Yes.
hey guys, we got a question on a question. It says it's from Maurice, and it says, "Where is Mike's dead ringtone, Michael Elliott?" Does anyone?
Oh,
Oh,
he's
that's my
watching
God.
right now.
Oh, he's watching.
He's watching
Hi,
right
Michael.
now. Well, what was the
Oh.
question? Was there a question for Mike?
Well, okay. The Facebook user's name is Maurice, and he said,
Oh.
"Where is Mike's dead ringtone, Michael Elliott?"
Oh, well, he's watching the
Oh,
show right
yeah,
now.
he is.
Yeah, he's watching the show. If you're looking for him, he's watching. He's in the audience right now.
He's right there. Yep, he's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so
Yeah, there he
that's
is.
where he
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you for the question, Maurice. We appreciate it. We love engagement here on Honeybees, most definitely. So, real quick, back to those restaurants. So, do you guys think, do you think it's better if you're going to go out to eat and outside? Like, Delores, what are you going to do? Like, JC shared about, he's already dining And
Yes.
what about you? Are you going to go to a place that you can sell your stuff?
To me, I think I just take out because I don't want to be around. It's just too many cases. I just rather do is just take my dish home and put it on the fancy plate, well, my ghetto plate or whatever, and just eat. Yeah, I don't want to be in a restaurant. But I guess if I was dating, I guess I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, just give it a chance because
Yeah, I'll give it a chance if I have a date. Now, if
Like,
somebody takes me on a date, okay, I'll go in a restaurant.
like I said earlier, the restaurants are not crowded and they don't
Yeah.
allow that to happen.
Yeah, they're doing better.
There's they just select people to come in because they don't want to fill it up. And that's the reason why there's a long, long line outside of the restaurant.
Well, that's a different story. I can't be
Yeah.
standing in a long line.
Yeah.
They have to get me in there. I said, I want to eat.
Yeah, well, and that's
free seat too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There's a line now
I'm like, are you kidding me? Come
yeah.
on, I'm hungry. My
Yeah.
tummy.
No, and this is the reason why I don't go to restaurants where there's a long line. I just avoid it at all costs. I
Yeah.
take one good look at it and then I turn around. I say, nah, not today.
I went to it was a month ago. Yeah, a month ago. I went to Cafe Rico. Cafe Rico. All I did is when I ordered the food, came in with that. I went with my friend. She took me out to eat. Went in there, just got the food and left. That's how they do
Oh
it. They don't
my
have no
gosh.
dining. But it's good, the food.
Oh, okay.
I love it. That's
Mhm.
in Virginia Hill.
Oh wow. That's
Oh, matter of
really-
fact, tomorrow. Oh, I should go get me some tomorrow since I'll be over there. Sounds
Good
good.
Lord.
Well, I think, well, for me, I too have missed dining out and like everybody else. I think a lot of people, I think in American culture, we're used to being kind of like free spirits and we just do what we
Yeah,
want to
true.
do when we want to do it. And, this pandemic, locks us down in a way that just, that we have not experienced before
Yeah.
Yeah.
here in America. So, those simple things that we all used to do regularly or however frequently and all that stuff, were taken away. And now these things are, opening back up and stuff. But I guess for me, I'm still more concerned about germs and stuff. So
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel comfortable eating inside of a restaurant. If it was a place that has outdoor eating, I would probably consider it. But inside, I'm just still, kind of a germaphobe because I'm like, I don't want to catch it. I don't want to spread it. I don't,
Yeah.
So for me, the meal is, I'd rather just, to go and just take it to the house and eat at the house where it's,
I won't
I
blame you.
understand that, yeah. Yeah, I understand it and I respect that, yeah.
I'm just thinking about it. If it's a date, we could go pick up it and we'll eat at his house.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you
Eat
go.
at his house, okay.
If it's early or late enough in the day, you could, go to a park or eat it outside, but not.
Nah, the person that they poo-poo.
You'll
They may have poo-poo in my food.
Oh,
The
no.
birds.
Oh, my gosh.
No. I have to have a screen tint in. That's the only way I'll eat outside. I don't want those turds in my food. Oh, no. I'll be mad. Roll my mail and I'm going to kill him. I'll be out for 3 weeks. I'm going to kill you.
Well, you know that if they do
That's my
that,
hormones. My hormones come out. I'm killing you.
if they do that, they're gonna get shut down by the health inspector.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah. You're
That's
gonna
so
get
funny.
shut
And it
down
is the
completely.
season, right? And
Yeah.
it is the season. Now the little gnats are starting to fly around and the flies fly
Oh,
around.
especially those. Ew.
The gnats and flies, it seems like they just kind of hang out at your doors or your garage.
They hang around the poo-poo that
You
people
open
dog
it,
eat.
Oh my gosh.
I thought
That's
they were dumb,
crazy.
but
It
they're
is.
smart.
Uh-huh.
They keep coming. It's like they're waiting. And even if you don't fully open your door, they're like, man, I'm in. And I'm like, well, you flew into the wrong house because I have a fly swatter and I will go after the gnat fly. So I get it. Like, I'm not looking to any flying bugs. I'm just not.
That's too funny. That's too funny.
I'll pass on that. I just don't have.
That's
I don't
funny.
like
Yeah.
Delores. I don't like finding things around the food and stuff. It's just not sanitary, and they're annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, my
And
God.
you know how flies are. Flies like to hang out with poop and stuff, and they be having, that's
Yeah.
that poop is they
Oh,
get.
and we
I
had to
want those
be
things around.
we had to be TMI right now.
Too much information.
We needed-
Oh, too much
needed
boo
to-
boo. Too much
TMI.
TMB, too much boo boo.
Oh my God.
Too much. I'm like, oh no, I'm good. But have you guys been like waiting? You know, different like department stores and stuff like that. Like they're starting to open back up too. Have you guys been waiting outside to get, into the like department stores? I've seen lines like way long outside of those stores.
I've been going online shopping, and I disappointed
There you
in
go.
one because the size about that didn't fit me.
So
Like
she's
But that's okay. I'm losing weight. It'll be able to fit me.
she's been going online
When I
shopping.
go online shopping, most of that, but my grocery shopping, I haven't the way that I used to. They used to have. I guess it just depends. I was there at the right time, so I got to go in. But last time I was waiting outside.
Oh,
Yeah, I
my
was waiting
gosh.
outside, and I'm like, and then I said, well, we have to follow the rules. But there's one place, the Mexican market. I like going to the Mexican market. They will
Oh,
pass
that
out a
looks
mask. They
really
said you got to
good.
wear a mask,
That's really good.
I heard
They
that.
have them out.
and they pass it out if you don't have one.
Well,
Well, that's good.
Yeah, speaking about long lines, since I work at the North Premium Outlet, so far, shops like Nike and all those big brands, they have a long line outside of their store. And also the
Wow.
store that's right beside our store, which happens to be Lululemon, they always have a long line every single day. And I'm like, oh, guys want to buy leggings too? Oh, okay.
Oh, so
Because
that's
there's a long
the
line at
Spanx, huh?
Lululemon.
I call it Spanx. Spanx on the guy.
Spakes. Like he's fake.
There are some men that like the tightest things that they can get on their leg. Like, no, for real. Like, on 90 Day Fiance, there, one of the things that just wrapped up, there's a guy named Ash from Australia, and like his jeans were tighter than his girlfriend's
Oh.
jeans. I'm like, is that like?
Oh,
Like,
really?
you
Like,
get them in,
wow.
like, I didn't know you could spray on pants for guys. I haven't seen them so tight. I was like, wow.
Oh,
Our
wow.
pants are.
I mean, I would understand it. Like if a guy wore like super, super tight pants or even jeggings, as they call it, if the top that he's wearing, if the shirt is long and loose, like a tunic, that would be that would be a cool look. But if it's like tight pants and a tight shirt, well, you know that he's at that point, he swings the other way.
Oh, that's a little bit too much information. What the guys wear too tight.
Yeah, I mean,
They gotta hide that stuff.
well,
you know?
no, I like I said,
With
if
his legs crossed,
Yeah.
his tight, like his tight pants.
Why don't you wear a long,
His,
button down shirt?
tight ass
You know,
pants.
those boots and stuff. I was like, dude.
Yeah.
A little bit
so-
too
I
much.
don't know.
Yeah, but if
I just found it interesting that his pants were tighter
Maybe
than
I'm
girls'
old fashioned. I'm a little old fashioned.
where did you where did you see this tie? Where did you see this guy?
He wears, I guess, the jeggings. 90 Day Fiance. 90 Day Fiance, before the 90 days, that season just wrapped up. Well, they're doing the last part to tell all. They did it last night.
Uh-huh.
So he was Australian and he was dating a lady from Seattle area. Well,
Oh.
Washington State. I can't remember No, I think she was from Seattle. Yes, from Seattle. But she was not wearing. Her clothes weren't very tight, but his was like.
Oh wow.
Like he was built. He had some muscle.
Yeah.
So I guess he just likes to show his stuff. I suppose. I don't know.
Oh, he was he was wearing a tight outfit from top to bottom.
He was like like those muscle shirts.
Yeah.
That are like the guys wear when they have the muscles to
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, muscle
He
shirts.
would have. He would have on that and his really tight stuff. I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess it's like a man is going to go kind of tighter.
Yeah.
On one half of the body. I mean,
Right.
I guess maybe the upper half, but like if it's like it looks like someone just sprayed some blue paint on your leg.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
Oh, man.
Wow.
I'm just like, I don't know about that.
Well,
Well, I tell you one thing. I see one guy. I thought it looked nice. I mean, I really don't like too much a man with the tight, had the tight stuff. But he looking good because the way he rocked the outfit, he rocked it out. He had the decent top with it, decent shoes, and he had a hat. So he looked like he was coming out for a video. So that looked good.
Well, like I said,
that looked good.
It's all about proportion. Like if a guy is going to wear like really, really tight jeggings, then he should cover it up with a loose top.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, that's the same. Like I said, like this guy, he had a nice, decent top with the even if it was tight, the pants, and shiny, and that. But he had the decent shoes, and he had a hat. He just looked like he was stepping out for the video.
Yeah.
So he looking fashionable.
Or if he's
good.
going to wear like a tight, like super tight muscle shirt and with tight jeggings, then he should wear like a jacket on top of it.
Yeah.
And like a jacket that's slightly loose, to be able to complete the whole look. Are we doing a fashion report?
I agree with you.
He's the fashion police.
That's crazy.
I know. I agree with JC. I mean, if a man's gonna
Oh my gosh.
theirs, and it should be a little.
I thought this was
lifting the top part, or if you're gonna wear a muscle shirt, have the blazer over it, or something that goes a little low. I mean, I heard that tight pants weren't good for guys.
Yeah, the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Yes, you are right. Just like women, women get yeast infections if it's too tight down there. Men, and the other thing too.
I would disagree just a little bit, and maybe because my taste in fashion is more European than American. and I guess in Europe and in Australia they wear the clothes just a little bit tighter and shorter.
Now I got busted by the police, the fashion police, because I didn't know that my rose was hanging out.
Yeah, so
I did not know my rose was hanging out, and I'm like, ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad fashion.
So I mean, if you notice, even now, the men in showbiz, I mean, their clothes are a little bit tight, but of course, and once again, they do it proportionately. They don't do it like tight all the way.
What you think about the pointy shoes that they have? Some of these entertainers, I know it's fashionable, but they have these pointy shoes that this is way out there. It looked like a stretch, like a stick or something.
No, I have
like a duck.
I have those shoes.
Oh, really?
I had those shoes, and
but yours is nice, but it'd be extra long.
No,
it looked like a duck.
No, the reason
You might want to go quack quack.
No. The reason why it's long is because it can't be tight where the toes are. Otherwise, that's gonna hurt them.
Oh.
So over there where the toe area. What?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm old fashioned. I like pointy shoes on me. Now I like those pointy ones that look like a witch.
I mean, but
I like that because when you walk, actually you can walk better in those shoes.
Yeah,
it's just the way they designed it.
And the way that designed for men is that the part where the toe box is, they don't squeeze the toe box, and the pointy portion comes out after. So when you look at it, it kind of looks really, really long.
It does. I was just like, hey, am I seeing that?
Yeah.
It's a little long.
Yeah.
I said if I got like one of those sticks, like that, one of those sticks and measure it, probably about 15-inch, huh?
It's
So
as
you mix it some water and some oars, right? You start paddling. You got to go floating somewhere.
oh my
Oh,
god.
more like swimming? Huh? What you call a flipper thing? What you call a thing when you swim?
Flippers.
Flippers.
Yeah.
Oh my
Them
gosh.
shows
This
look
is
like
just
boats. The kind
crazy.
you're talking about, that men where they're really like, some of them that those super pointy. Yeah. They're like,
Mhm.
it's just too pointy. And I mean, I know and for women's shoes, there are women who like more
Yeah.
pointed tips.
Yeah, like I have wicked which
There's
one?
round, and then there's like a middle. I would say maybe like,
Yeah.
I would say there's round, and then maybe like a middle point kind of thing, and
Yeah,
then
that's
maybe
pretty.
Yeah.
like point, like, you know. And for me, like, I try to keep it in the middle-ish. I don't like round. Round is very round is kind of like, you know, maybe it's just not kind of my style. I mean, I know those little ballerina shoes are very popular amongst
Those are good for
people,
traveling.
I need a point and I need a heel. But I don't like the too pointy heels for the ladies' shoes because I'm like, I rock heels almost every day, and I rock them for hours. Like, I'm not gonna be trying to jam my toes because I'm like super, like, you know, I'm good.
Uh-huh.
I'm good. I even prefer open toes. Like, I love open toe heels personally. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, those are. I may not have all the prettiest feet, but hey, I don't care. I said if you don't like my feet, just don't look at it. At
Well,
least
that's
I
why
keep it painted.
I'm wearing open toe slippers right now.
I have closed toes today. I have to watch out about my
Yeah.
shoes. I got a lot of pain so in my back, so I can't wear a lot of fancy ones right now.
Oh my
I
god.
got on my boots and that one. I don't need the boots right now. It's too hot for boots.
Yeah, I've heard that can happen sometimes, you know, as we get older, like, we may not be able to wear the same shoes, at least for ladies.
Yeah.
I mean, for guys wear flats, I guess probably not that big of a deal, but for ladies, it's sometimes, you know, I've heard older ladies say, oh, I used to be able to wear heels like yours or heels like that, but
Yeah.
now, you know, I have back issues, and so they wear, you know, more flat or
Yeah, they got some cute
tight
flats.
things.
Because usually what I did
Yeah,
when I went out for entertainment, I would wear my heels A to B, and then I'll put on my flats. And my travel flats, they fold up.
Oh,
And that's the way I did it.
There you
So
go.
this
At
was
least-
my
at least
show
when you do-
shoes. The show
Your
it for now,
show
and then
shoes?
I go back.
Oh
Take
my
them off.
gosh, her show shoes.
That's why I call
I
them show
love
shoes.
that.
Uh,
Her
Well,
show
at least you
shoes.
can, like, at least, you know, your feet are okay enough where you can at least throw your heels on, you know, for a little bit when you want to. So that's nice because, you know, I've heard, you know, there's ladies that are, oh, I used to wear heels like you. And
oh yeah,
you know,
those
I
are
can't
old school
anymore.
ones.
Yeah.
Old school ladies.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Hey, look, I'm not up there yet, but I hope when I, you know, Lord willing, I hope I do, and when I do, I hope I can still rock my heels.
Yeah.
I can still wear
Well, girl, just do it like me, because I know you're
Yeah.
young too, the beautiful young lady. Yeah, and just do it like me. Wear them for the show, and then put on your flats after.
There you go. There you go.
But bring your big old granny bag. You know, I put everything, because I learned from modeling, so I have my hairbrush, I got some perfume, I got some soap, because I don't want to stink. If I smell
Yeah.
some sweat on me, I'm going to go in that bathroom, I'm going to be washing up. I don't play. Like you said, you ain't going to smell no funk on me.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh,
yeah.
no.
Amy, have you ever did like a powder up, like a wash off or something in like a public bathroom before? Have you ever done something like that?
No, because I make it a point to just shower before I leave the house.
But you know, sometimes
Yeah,
you be
like
sweating on the
shower.
dance floor and stuff. Because this girl, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I'm not trying to talk about her.
Yeah.
But it's just the odor. But I still loved her. I said, oh, yeah, I still think you were sweet. But it was just the odor. You know, if you are drinking and you're going out there dancing, you got to clean up. I just feel it's important. Hygiene is very
About
important.
the odor, I guess you have to avoid certain foods which gives off that odor on your body.
That's funny.
No, I guess guess our tofu, huh?
That's it.
Our tofu and what else? Vegetables and that. I guess we gotta be careful too, huh?
Like, don't, not to eat certain foods as if they were apple.
Oh yeah, like fish. I do eat fish, so oh yeah, you.
No, I'm talking
fishy.
about an apple.
Oh, yeah, apple. You know, apples are good at kind of helping to freshen you up a little bit. I mean, your mouth if you just need a quick fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
They say apple
Lemons too.
No,
Lemons
but I heard, yeah, I heard that certain people eat onions as if it was an apple. So.
Yes, I do. With me, it's like heartburn city.
Yeah.
I like onions, but a heartburn.
And that, that comes out of your pores and you're going to smell like,
just like garlic, because I like garlic.
I love
I got to get in that shower and take a hot shower and get that out, and I'll be smelling like garlic.
I love garlic.
I like garlic.
Too. I want to say garlic too. Onions and garlic.
It's very good for you.
Yeah. But,
you better be ready to brush your teeth. You're going to have some strong mint.
Girl, I got a toothbrush right in my bag.
But if it comes to body odor, I think you have to immerse yourself in, water that has baking soda. I don't know. I don't know baking soda and all that. I don't know.
Baking soda shower.
Yeah.
Baking soda shower. Now, that sounds like a concept.
Baking soda shower, yeah.
Well, I use the baking soda body wash. I actually have
There
it.
you go.
And it's vegan. It's vegan too.
See?
Yeah, and it opens up your pores and stuff, and then you just feel good, like you're coming out of a spa.
I need something that
really
will
good.
open up my pores.
And you know what? You can get it at the dollar store.
There you
At
go.
the dollar store, and it is
gosh.
brand.
At the dollar store.
Yeah,
What?
at the dollar store, Dollar Tree. I couldn't believe they had it.
Oh, I'm surprised because
Yes.
it's the dollar store.
I be stocking up. I go Maryland Parkway and go get it.
Gosh.
There was like, think about when you said that you'll freshen up if you need to, in a public like restroom. There on 90 Day Fiance, there's this lady named Darcy.
Yeah.
And Darcy, one time she was going to visit her ex. This is the first time I think she went to visit him or overseas or one of her exes. Anyway, but so she flew from the States all the way over there to Europe, and like she wanted to freshen up, and so like the camera shows her trying to like take a kind of like a wash off, like in the bathroom, and no one has forgotten that scene of Darcy.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
In the airport bathroom.
Too much.
That show is so much fun. You guys should check it out.
Oh my gosh.
It's good. The one. Okay, they have 2 new seasons that have just started. 90 Day Fiance the other way. I remember that's where I mentioned where the Americans go, and that's when the Americans are in love with someone overseas, and they give up living in America to go live with their significant other in whatever country that person lives. And then 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After also just premiered, and that one is that's the lady, the really nice lady that I met, Miss Debbie, last month. Miss Debbie is Holt's mom, and they're stars on. They're following his storyline, their storyline this season. So yeah.
Nice.
It's good. This 90 Day Fiance is getting real big. They should have seen it real big. They said the Tell-All from a couple weeks ago was like the number one watch show.
Oh.
And the age bracket of, what is it, 50 and down or something, that was number one most watched thing that night.
Oh. Oh my
I love 90
goodness.
Day Fiance. I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan. But anyway, speaking of
Yes, we love
Beyonce
Beyonce.
stuff, yes, I would like to say I have, we have a couple people who have said hi to us in our comment section, so I want to give a quick hi to our friends here. So Troy said hi, and so did, I hope I'm pronouncing Calvinia also said hi to us. So, and looks like our producer said hi to Brett. So if there's a Brett on there, hi Brett as well. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. We appreciate it. Yes.
Oh my!
So,
Hello to everyone.
Hello, girl.
Yes. Do you guys have any new shout outs real quick? Do you have any new ones?
Yes, I'd like to say hi to Maricor. Hi, Maricor. Thank you for watching. And who else is there? Francis and Elaine. Thank you for watching. Francis and Elaine. And that's it. That's who I see.
Okay,
Yes.
cool, Bean.
I see
And
my
what
cousin
about
on
you?
there. My cousin, hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Havina.
Nice.
And Melinda, I think that's Melinda. Yeah, Melinda Brown and Pat. Then we have, I think the rest of them are the same, but those are the new people.
Oh, so Calvinia is your cousin.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Yes, I remember
that's your
Calvinia.
She's my cousin and pastor too.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Hi,
okay.
Calvinia.
Yeah.
Pastor Calvinia.
Yeah, that's my beautiful cousin.
Nice.
Yes.
Did
we interview her?
Yeah, we interviewed her.
Too.
We interviewed her for
We
loosely
love-
for her book.
Oh.
We love hearing from our friends we love hearing from our friends. So thank you very much for those who have typed in the comments, and we encourage anyone to chime in, ask away. We do check our pages and stuff while we are filming, so that we can kind of see, you know, if there's any new comment or question or anything like that. So yeah, most definitely. Okay, cool. So how about we go ahead and get ready to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we can go ahead and dive right on into our topic today, political correctness. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Yes, sounds good.
All right, y'all.
Okay. All right. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to get ready to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to dive right on into our topic of the day. Please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready to hear about the most amazing competition coming your way? It's the Gifts of Talent virtual competition where you can dance, sing, act, do comedy, all in the comfort of your own home. And a portion of the proceeds goes to feeding the youth. You have a chance to win some amazing prizes. Have fun!
To enter, go to whalerscreation.us, or, for more details, go to socialmediashows.com and hishopnation.com. Or follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to get updates, and to vote for your favorite talent.
As we continue to grow and build a brand, social media shows continue to develop and discover new possibilities to help one another. Our affordable services will help us move to the next level of our journey. Host your own show to inspire or entertain others for as low as $150 per month.
You have 20 shows a week, live stream.
We are looking for sponsors. We showcase your business products and services on our network to be seen by your target market for as low as $200 a month.
That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations.
Let us promote and advertise your event, giving your venue the red carpet treatment. This platform allows venues that feature entertainment, singers, bands, DJs, comedy, fashion, corporate events, and family events to be showcased in a new direction that also involves your audiences starts at $200 an hour. We also provides video editing, website builder, commercial video for your business, music videos, photography, provided by our affiliates. As we build our community, we pay it forward. Our nonprofit organization GI Connections is all about giving back to our community. Join us create outreach programs to help our community and live a happy, peaceful, and unity. Let us bring the world to you.
Social media shows network were initiated in 2017. Since then, our founder Maria Pereza never stopped developing a system on social media. In building a network of passionate people that loves to entertain, coach, help others, and deliver informative information to the public, informally, in a low-cost production. She built a platform that surpassed Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other social media live streaming, but exceeded the function of a podcast. Her main goal is to be able to broadcast on social media like a traditional TV setup involving a group of broadcasters, YouTubers, podcasters, and social media live streamers. Maria is building the confidence of non-actors and non-famous people that joins her to network. We are here to promote and support one another, to help our community grow collectively without inhibitions but with confidence and high self-esteem. We love to be in this family together. Our door is open to help you build your brand, opening opportunities for others, and outreach to our community. We welcome you to the family of social media shows.
Are you ready to hear about the most amazing competition coming your way? It's the Gifts of Talent virtual competition, where you can dance, sing, act, do comedy, all in the comfort of your own home. And a portion of the proceeds goes to feeding the youth. You have a chance to win some amazing prizes. Have fun!
To enter, go to whalerscreation.us, or, for more details, go to socialmediashows.com and hishopnation.com. Or follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to get updates, and to vote for your favorite talent.
Let's do it. I determine how good this day is going to be. I determine by the hope in my heart that I feel. I determine how good this day is going to be by the belief in the words that I speak and the knowing in my mindset that everything is working out. I determine that. You determine that. Together, we determine how good and how great this day is going to be. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to today's edition of Honeybees. I am your hostess, Ty, and I'm joined by the lovely...
Delores!
We're eating ice cream.
Delores!
Oh, my God. You guys are so... Well, that's Delores and JC.
I'm JC.
Ice cream.
I'm sorry. They tipped me. They pulled my arm and made me eat the ice cream.
Right.
They hold me hostage.
You know, you're like, the cat made me do it. The cat made me do it.
The cat made... The devil made me do it. Oh,
yeah,
my
there you
gosh.
go. The devil made
Oh,
me
my
do
God.
it.
Yeah.
It made me eat 5 ice cream bars. It really did.
I'll tell you, this make you want to sock somebody. It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Wow.
dangerous.
I know, right?
You get arrested over this.
Oh my lord.
So,
Mhm.
Oh, let me drink
anyway,
chocolate.
so,
Yeah.
okay, so I thought it'll be a great time to go ahead and dive into our topic today.
Yes.
So our topic today is political correctness. Political correctness.
Yes.
And before we do, let's just give one quick shout out to any new people that have, does anyone have any new folks that have come in during our commercial break? I do. I have Annette Owen checking in. Said hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Any new folks on your end?
Let me get that last chocolate. Okay. We got, I have Sandy and I have Robert.
Okay.
And then the rest is still hanging in there.
Well, yeah. They're still hanging in there.
Good stuff. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our second segment of today's edition of Honeybees. So we're talking about political correctness. So first up, I guess, PC is like the short way of saying political correctness.
Yeah.
And so, being PC or not being PC. And I thought I would look it up so that we can define what political correctness is for our audience, in case any of us may not be familiar with it. So online it says political correct this is according to one article, political correctness isn't about being right, it's about being respectful and considerate. Being politically correct means you avoid expressions and actions that may exclude, marginalize, or offend a particular group of people. Yes, so that's one insight into political correctness. Do either one of you have something you would like to add to that? Like, what is political correctness before we dive into discussing it more further?
Yeah, I mean, piggybacking on what you just said, I mean, with political correctness, you don't want to offend people, most especially in this country, in America, because America is such a melting pot of all, different races. You don't see political correctness in other countries. I didn't see it in mine. I didn't see it, in the Philippines. Over there, they just call it whatever it is over there without caring whether they're going to offend you or not. Yeah, that's just, back home. But here it's, you have to be very careful with how you express yourself, how you say it, because you might be misconstrued as either being, racist or, on the wrong side of the political fence. I mean, that's the way I see it. Yeah. And what about you?
Delores, thank you very much for that, JC. Do you have any added meaning to what is political correctness?
That's kind of, this is a really interesting topic because about you were saying about the respect and what did you say? What is it? Being courteous, right? Is that what you said? Yeah, and that was funny. That's similar to the good news. We were talking about today about how helping others and how we should treat others.
How you treated one another.
And I really felt, you really have to treat people right. So according, that would be really good, because it's very important too. But I don't like JCC said, other countries, different countries, they act a certain way. Like some people, like example, some people for Texas, they may sound like they're rude. They'll say, "I ain't told you. I didn't say you can't," or something like that. And then they turn around and say, "Well, I talk like that. That's according to where I came from." Because everybody from a different state has a different slang. Like Californians have a different slang too. Like I came from Cali, originally from Cali. I still have a little slang. So everybody's slang is different. But I just feel that everybody, no matter what, you respect and having that is very important.
And also to me, political correctness, like each decade has a way of expressing itself. And I recently found out, recently discovered that before they used to call, black people African Americans, now there's a recent phrase that's being coined, Black Americans, as opposed to African American. And I was like, watching this on TV and on YouTube, I was like, oh, is that the way it's addressed now? You're not supposed to say African American anymore. Now you're supposed to say Black American. I mean, what do you think about this, Ty?
Well, I think, that's always been kind of like a question mark as far as how to refer to people who are the descendants of the African slaves that came here.
Yeah.
And then there's people who come from Africa who immigrate here.
Yeah.
Who are from Africa. I mean, like,
literally, yeah.
You know what I mean? Not like a million years ago.
Yes, yes.
So, that could be a touchy subject because I think for some people, like, they're okay with black. And they say I'm black. I'm black or black, whatever. And then there's other people who say African American. I think, that's one of those politically correct things. Like, I think some people want to be politically correct.
Yeah.
And other people may just not care. I would say maybe the I don't care would just be to say black people because, I mean, there really aren't black people. Not even, like, really, not the color. Not
right.
Really.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here's my black hair comb. Like, now this is black. Like,
black. Yeah.
But, like, people who have descendants from Africa, who have ancestry there or whatever, like, they're not black.
Right.
And, I mean, they don't.
Yeah,
they don't,
exactly.
There's only, like, a very few people in the world. I've seen some, like, articles done on, like, some models who have very, very dark skin.
Right.
And they're trying to get in close. They're trying to get in close. But, most people aren't that shade. I don't think. But, I think the more politically correct term is African American. But then if you say that even to some other African Americans, they may not like that.
Yeah.
True. Politically correct, and they're like, I'm not African.
Right.
Like, I'm not from Africa. Like, I'm black.
Yeah.
I'm black. So I think, like what you're saying, JC, as far as like the decade, I would say maybe generationally, there's kind of like those shifts and changes on
right.
Terminology. So like maybe like the baby boomers, maybe they were more like okay with black.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe like generation X and maybe X and maybe Y African American is and then like the people who are kids and teens right now, I don't know what to say, but because of Black Lives Matter is now like a hot topic.
It is.
Maybe there's that a shift that's kind of going to just black.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't know. What do you think, Delores? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, what I think too, I see hear a lot of people that said if they call them African American, and this person said, "No, I'm black. I'm not African American."
Uh-huh.
And then I looked and said, "Well, African American is the same as black."
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
but the original is African American, because they don't realize they think they're just black, but they got to realize they may have African in them if they go back into DNA tests.
Yeah, but yeah.
They'll find out they have African American, because we're all mixed. We're all mixed mutts around here. We're all mutts. We all mixed. So we have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like I do. I have French, I have
Yeah.
everything, Irish, and all that. And so, and Creole, African, and I have Nigerian.
Uh-huh.
So that's a lot of mixtures. And so,
like, what
actually,
about
mine.
you? Do you have a preference on what you like to be, what would like to be called, and how do you address other people? What do you say? Do you say black? Do you say I'm black, or do you say I'm African American, or do you say that's an African American man, or
I say more like
do you bounce between the two?
more African American. That's what I prefer that people should use as African American, not just black. Because the reason why I think they had problems back then where they just said black. That was back in the days, and slavery days. They used that word black. They was considering that we look black as when they were really dark skin as an African. They call them black.
Well,
And to me, I just take that's totally wrong. It should just be African American. Like with me, on my birth certificate, it's supposed to be mulatto.
yeah.
Me and mixed race.
Right, and
That's
you
my
are
original.
you are a mulatto.
Yeah, I'm mulatto.
Yeah, you are a mulatto. I can see that. Yeah.
Yep, and that's what they consider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
What about in the Philippines? Oh.
No, I was gonna say something that I think that nowadays, like when you say the word black, doesn't necessarily refer to a person that's like really, really black, but more about it talks about it's more cultural, and I mean and trust me, I'm still learning. I mean, living here in this country for quite a long time, it's always you always wake up to something new.
Yeah.
Like
you
it
do.
always and for each
Like
generation.
I learned too. I learned a lot.
Yeah, like for each generation, like what you said, this phrase was acceptable for that generation. Now for this generation, it's another phrase. So
Yes.
it's just like that young African American
Yes.
lady that I saw a few days ago. She kept on referring to herself as a Black American. See, so,
Yeah, that would.
so
Well, I guess Black
I was
America.
like, I was like
Wow, that's
listening
interesting.
to this. I'm like, oh, is that the
Wow.
hip? Is that like the hip thing to say, today?
Now, that's
and
something
yeah.
new to me. That's something new to me. 'cause
And
I
trust
used to
me,
have the
like
other one.
I put my myself on the pulse of what's happening. Like I watch a lot of Red Table. I don't have. Do you watch the Red Table with Jada Pinkett? Red Table.
Oh, I gotta
No, I
watch
think I've
that.
heard of it on Yahoo News or something, or entertainment.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that just on the
I
internet?
watch a lot. I watch a
It's
lot
on
of.
the internet?
It's on Facebook. Yeah,
It's on Facebook.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna have to
I
watch
watch
it.
a lot of Red Table that just to see, what's happening with the African American community,
No.
because Jada Pinkett always talks about that
I like her too.
discrimination and stuff that's happening, and recently discrimination amongst African American people, amongst the lighter skinned African American people, and the really, really dark African American people. And I found it really fascinating. I mean, almost to the point, and they were going to the point of almost arguing with each other. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
really,
Wow.
this is really intriguing. I said,
I guess that's a black thing. That's what they said.
Yeah.
That's a black thing. They get into an argument.
they get
It's
it. No,
true. But
they,
it's true.
They
It's
get
true.
in, and according to Jada, and her mom and her daughter, like her daughter, grew up with, an afro,
Yeah.
and she was bullied because of her afro.
Oh, yeah.
Because she said some African American women had straight hair, and then some had afro. So I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
looking at this,
Wow.
and me being an Asian, like I was kind of having this huge question mark on my head. I said, like, what's going on? Like, why are we even arguing about this? Why are we making a big issue about
Yeah.
hair? I could have an afro hairstyle tomorrow, and I would rock that thing out. I can guarantee, and I'm not even being facetious or sarcastic. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. I get it. Well, I think well, first off, with politically correct, I guess it's more like just kind of figuring out with whomever we're communicating with, what they feel most comfortable with. Because, I've seen people like stumble when they're trying to address, like, when people who are not, African American or whatever, or mixed with it or whatever, and they're trying to refer to African Americans, they're stumbling over their words, trying to figure out, do I call them African American? Do I call them black? Like, they're trying to be politically correct when they're trying to, when they're talking about a person or a certain group of people. So, would it be nice if everyone was on the same page? Yeah, it's going to make it a little easier for everyone to be like, okay, so, African American is okay, and it's not going to be offensive to you, but yes, let's just do that. And I think, that's probably ended up being kind of the politically correct, like, go-to phrase for it. But then again, with the recent protests and things last matter of weeks, I don't know, maybe, what you're saying, like, I hadn't heard of Black American, and just mentioned it, but, maybe that might be become the new
thing right now,
new term to say.
Yeah, that is something
like
new
that.
to me. It is.
But, for me, I think I tend to try to be more PC about things, kind of in general. I try to be more kind of general and kind of neutralish and try to, kind of walk that walk as best as I can when it comes to talking or referring to other people and things like that. And then when you're an interracial person like myself, we're in between worlds. We're in between worlds. We've got all kind of different stuff going on, and then it's like, people don't know what to call you, or, their question is, well, what are you? Like, they can see something's going on with you, but they're like, they can't quite put their finger on it, so they're like, well, what do you make of, or what do you think, or, how do you like to be referred to as and stuff. So, but I think in humans, JC, you mentioned that how come it's like, it seems like it's more, why are they kind of arguing over something that seems kind of basically trivial or not that important?
Yeah.
But that's just kind of human nature, I think.
Yeah.
When it comes to hair texture, skin complexion, where you fall on that color, that color line. And that's not just within, say, the African American community, but it's like that wherever there's people of color, that mess goes on. It goes on in Latin countries. There's this lighter versus darker. It's not just specific to African Americans. People, it's just kind of, I guess, sort of somehow ingrained in everyone's brain, no matter where you really are in the world, that fair and light is supposed to, somehow it's better or the best or something. And if you have color, whether you're in the middle or in the darker, you want to try to get to the lighter somehow,
Right.
And it kind of just, I think it's probably just a human thing where we're just kind of caught up on things that just really shouldn't matter that much.
Oh, and not to cut you off, but we are going on a commercial break right now, and we will be back with the
Yay,
beautiful
okay, thank
Tabatha.
you.
Oh, Tabitha's in the house. All right.
Are you ready to hear about the most amazing competition coming your way? It's the Gifts of Talent virtual competition where you can dance, sing, act, do comedy, all in the comfort of your own home. And a portion of the proceeds goes to feeding the youth. You have a chance to win some amazing prizes. Have fun!
To enter, go to whalerscreation.us, or, for more details, go to socialmediashows.com and hishopnation.com. Or follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to get updates, and to vote for your favorite talent.
Let's do it. I
Hi, welcome back everyone to today's
Hello.
edition of Honeybees. And as you can see, we grew by one.
Yes, we did.
We were talking about growing earlier in the episode with being able to expand our live stream across multiple different social media platforms, like instantaneously at one time. And so we're so excited about that. But now we grew by another co-host. Yay! So my name is Ty. Welcome to the show. And then I'm joined by the lovely
Tabitha.
And,
Thankfully.
and Delores.
And the Hornet, JC.
I know, look at her. She look beautiful. How did you know I was wearing black and white, girl?
I don't know.
I
I
like
told you.
that.
I told you that's my twin.
Yes.
We are both Geminis.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, look at us.
You
We're
look
all like
beautiful.
wearing black and white. We got the memo.
Yeah.
We got the memo.
Yes, we did get the
You look
memo.
beautiful.
Say that. I was just about to say that. She matches JC with the black and white.
I know.
We think
Oh
of
my
fashion
gosh.
so
Look,
much, don't we?
look, Tab.
That's funny.
Too cute, right? Too cute.
No doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, so today, Tabatha, we are talking about political correctness, and we defined what political correctness is, and now we're just kind of discussing. Do you have a definition or meaning of what political correctness means to you that you would like to share real quick?
That's a good question. Political correctness. I'm like, oh, hold on.
Don't worry,
now
that
I
was
get to
us
think
too.
real quick. No doubt. I don't really know how to define it in the respect of a dictionary, you know, meaning. It's just something you I don't know. What did we give? What definition did we give it?
Okay, sure. I can refresh everyone on the definition that one that I shared here from online. It says political correctness isn't about being right. It's about being respectful and considerate. Being politically correct means that you avoid expressions and actions that may exclude, marginalize, or offend a particular group of people.
Nice. Okay, I dig
And you
it.
know, this term,
Interesting.
it says here, you know what, it first became popular political correctness in the 70s and the 80s, so it hasn't been around for like eons and eons. It's more of a, you know, like for relatively recent. point. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
It is, huh?
I'd really like
And, you know,
to
uh-huh.
add something because we were talking about like within the black community, and I saw this recently at a Red Table, which is spearheaded by Jada Pinkett, and the conflict between the lighter skinned African American woman as opposed to the darker skin. And there's that clash going on.
That is so bizarre to me. That's just something I can't even relate
Right,
to.
yeah, and those that grew up with really, Afro hair as
Kinky.
opposed
Kinky
to
hair.
kinky hair as opposed to the straight
Smoother
hair,
hair,
yeah,
right.
and even in Hollywood, what was that famous movie? Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Straight
I
out
remember
when
that.
they
I never
did
saw
the
that.
casting call of Straight Outta Compton, they categorized the different African women that they wanted.
For different parts and
Yeah,
and
that class A is the African American that was light skinned with straight hair. That
Okay.
was class A.
interesting.
Class
Oh, okay.
B with a slightly darker skin, and the class C, and this was in the casting call, was the darker ones with the freaky hair, and they were Jada was like, "Welcome to Hollywood."
Oh wow!
wow.
Well, you have to kind of
Yeah.
distinguish though what you're looking for to play a part.
mhm.
So
Right.
were they saying that there was something wrong in that they had done it that way, or
The women in that the table talk found it wrong. Well, they just found it wrong.
did they? Okay.
Yeah. So that to them it wasn't PC. It wasn't. Yeah.
Well, in my mind, there's got to be a way to give some consideration to things that just need to be a certain way. If you're looking
Right.
in a movie to portray something with a certain feeling and whatnot, then
Right.
maybe you need a darker skinned woman as opposed to a lighter skinned woman
Right.
to
Right.
get the point across or whatever. But I think in a situation like that, I wouldn't call that not politically correct, but then, I didn't experience it and I don't have it firsthand.
I agree.
In comparison to being out in public and somebody using words that are derogatory or
Right,
whatever, then
right.
that
Yeah.
to me is
Yeah.
is way off. But just
Yeah.
just the whole situation with needing to fill a spot and have it be a certain way, that to me doesn't feel like that. But like I said,
Right,
it's not
right.
my situation and it's not
Right.
something that I lived or whatever, so I don't know what the consensus was, but I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is, huh?
I just found it curious when I saw it. I was like, oh,
Yeah, that
okay.
is-
Yeah, this is interesting.
Well, JC, with and everyone, when it comes to movie scripts, when it comes to writing the script, I did not take the official class, but I kind of self-taught I did a little self-teaching. I got a really good book on how to write a movie script, and I actually did complete a script for an inspirational film.
Yeah.
And thank you. And that one day I hope at some point might be able to get produced. But anyways, when it comes to writing the actual script, so like let's say the scene, so like if you're introducing a new character into that scene, whenever you introduce the character, okay, I'll just put it like that. Whenever you introduce the character, you must give like kind of like a little description of what it is, who that character is.
Yeah.
And you're writing, like the approximate age, you're writing the nationality of the person, you're writing, you're also giving, like, how do you want that person to appear? Are they, like, clean shaven, or they're rugged, like, bearded? And you give, a little bit about how you want them to dress and stuff. So you do have to give, like, a little physical description then maybe your secondary characters. I mean, then when it gets to extras and stuff, no, you're not really that specific on those things. But for
Right.
people who have speaking lines, you basically you kind of give them a description. So, so then I think of was right in that, you know, the scripts, they call for certain things. So those casting directors are going according to that script, and they're going to try to find the actors that match the descriptions that were laid out in the script. At least that's my understanding of you know, a little behind the scenes Hollywood stuff. So I mean, like Tab was saying, I mean, or I think what she's saying is it's kind of, I mean, I guess it's kind of needed or necessary. I mean, because like, if you imagine, for instance, a movie that was has some kind of cultural context as far, well, all of them do in certain ways, but like, what if it was about, say, okay, right now we're having a lot of riots and stuff going on. Okay, so the last time our country was in so much civil unrest, many of our were like, you know, when it was like civil rights movement time frame. Well, if the movie is going to be showing protests and things like that, or the protesters, like, you know, you want the characters and the scenes to kind of represent what's true and real, I would imagine. So, when people of color, no matter where you are in the world, they come in different shapes and stuff, and so like you probably put like all lighter complexion, say African American protesters. Some people will probably be like, "What's up with that?" Like, we know that African Americans come in all shades, so you may want to have like a mix of everybody when it comes to, you know, looking for those actors for those roles and stuff in those kinds of films. Like, if you're showing people of color, wherever it is in the world, whatever, just, you know, people of color come in many shades no matter where you are, whether it's in Asia, South America, you know, Canada, whatever, wherever there's people of color, there's going to be different shades. So that's kind of, you know, kind of my tidbit on it. But, you know, speaking of politically correct and stuff, you know, our previous President Barack Obama was, well, okay, to most people, or to a lot of people, you know, he was our country's, you know, first African American president, and everything, and history for that. Myself being an interracial person, I would say he was an interracial person because he would have both, you know, like he would have each. So I think of President Obama, I see his mix, I recognize his mix because I too am mixed. So, but anyways, with President Obama, you know, leading our country for the 2 terms, do you think that President Obama, you know, do you think he was very politically correct or not, and why? Because I have heard some people think that he might be a little too much. He might have been too politically correct, and why he may not have gotten as much done for, you know, people of color or this or that, or didn't do so much or whatever. What are your thoughts?
Well, I can't talk about, you know, Barack Obama, but I can talk about Michelle and what she did for the fashion industry here in America. And I love the fact that she reached out to every single one of the young designers, you know, in the fashion industry, like Jason Wu, for example, you know, and most of the designers that she picked were, interestingly enough, Asian designers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jason Wu was the designer who created her inauguration gown. So I'm kind of happy about Michelle that she lifted up the Asian designers here in America, particularly the ones who are under the CFDA, which is the Council of the Fashion Designers of America, you know, based in New York. And I'm like, wow, look what she did. And now, and now Jason Wu is like like Vera Wang, another Asian
Really?
designer.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So I mean,
Right.
so to me,
So what do you guys think?
she was more than PC. You know, I mean, because she was really not only accepting, but she celebrated other people of different races and cultures. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Do you guys think President Obama was too PC? I mean, I guess depending on what side people may be on. Like some people think he did a lot for people of color, and some people didn't think he did enough. So I would say I think that for President Obama, he seemed kind of a little PC about stuff, and so instead of maybe calling something like straight what it was, he made it in a little more like dance around the bush, dance around the bushes and not really call certain things the way that they are. Like for instance, like terrorism is terrorism, period.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's such a buzzword to say terrorist or terrorism. But at the end of the day, terrorism is terrorism. So, if someone has done a terroristic activity, they are terrorists.
Right?
Yes.
So you're saying he pussyfooted around using the word and establishing that kind of a strong stance. So here's a question for you guys though. When we look at being politically correct, when I listen to people speak, I would much prefer to listen to somebody like Barack Obama. But when I'm out living real life, Barack Obama, just as the opposite of Donald Trump, I'm going to say would blow smoke up my skirt. He would say all the right things, put them all in a sweet little order. There'd be a paragraph. It would be structured. And then, which I like. I don't hate it. I love public speaking and I love those kinds of things. But then on the other hand, you have Trump, who's so obnoxiously real and straightforward and off his fucking rocker that it's like I'm finding that more of my black friends, and this does not speak for all of them by far, even though they don't support Donald Trump in theory, they are refreshed by him not being so politically correct. Because they say that it lets them know where he stands or, in regards to them or whatnot. Do you guys have a thought on that? Like, what's your preference and how you feel about both?
Well, I think when I was saying about Barack Obama, what I liked about him, he was straightforward. He'll say it like it is, and he did help a lot.
What did he do?
Especially, he done a lot for the blacks and everybody. He tried to get a lot of things. So he done right. And his wife, she's phenomenal. I just really love. I have her book, and I just really love her book. It's very nice, and about her story about her life. And when she shared it, I remember on the Oprah Winfrey show channel, she had shared her book in that. She has full of knowledge. She's very knowledgeable, and she's a beautiful spirit. And Rock, I think he's the bomb. He's a bomb.
So his style is much more your preference.
Yeah, because he's straightforward. Now, I'm not going to get into it with Trump. I have to leave that to the Lord. I'm sorry.
You're so funny. What's interesting, though, is that you have a different perception just based off of this vague conversation of how Barack Obama spoke when you said he was straightforward. But then Ty's like, that man tiptoed around stuff and he wouldn't use the word terrorism. He
has different. He has a different style.
But it's interesting that each of us takes something different from it. How someone presents themselves.
But he was a good leader type. He was good. He was very good. He's straightforward leader.
Well, it seems in my case, I'm relatively I'm relatively new in this country. I mean, it's true that I've been here since 2002, but I, gather stuff from close friends of mine, from roommates and all that. Where was I going with this? I'm having a
He's all, I had a thought. I know I had a thought.
But this is a nice topic.
Oh, yes. Somebody told me, a close African American friend of mine told me.
He's like, a very close African American friend of mine told me. Yes, please continue.
that he didn't do much for the black community in Chicago.
Yeah, most of my friends feel that he didn't do.
He tried his
because
best.
there's still too much violence, amongst the blacks in Chicago, and they said that he should have done something about the situation.
I kind of feel like he should have just done something, period. But I totally feel
exactly.
Just done something, period. But
so that's what my friend from Chicago. I should have said friend from Chicago.
No, you were fine. I was just mimicking you because you're so fucking cute. That's all. That's all.
I love it.
Well, with us, sharing our different thoughts, I just want to let our audience know that they are totally more than welcome to stop by. To go ahead and comment and share their thoughts and opinions about what we're discussing. So if anyone has any opinions that you would like to share, are you very PC or not? How do you prefer your leader?
How do you prefer your leader?
Oh, yes,
I like that. I
question.
prefer you to be this way.
I prefer you to be that way.
What works, best for you? And thinking about like the top leader of our country. I mean, I guess I can understand why, being PC, has its benefits, but I can see why also not. While being too PC can have its problems too. And so I don't know if, at least for, the president, is it about kind of trying to find that balance of, trying not to offend, but at the same time, like, if you need to say it, just say it.
Yeah.
Or what? I mean, because some people prefer just to kind of hear what it is, like, as it is, what it is. Like, they're like, straightforward, like, hey, what's that saying? There's some saying or something, like, don't tell me that it's raining when it's, what is it? Basically, there's some kind of saying, like, don't tell me that it's raining while something, but anyway, okay.
It's raining.
Don't kind of say what it is at the end of the day. And maybe if we kind of think about those of us who either have children or, work with children or something like that, with children, you really kind of have to just say it like it is, kind of, like you kind of have to you have to use your words, that even they can understand, even swap some words, right? Because, you may have a bigger vocabulary word. So you might swap it for your elementary word for the elementary kids. But, I think with kids, like we just have to kind of be honest and kind of just tell them like it is. Because they don't understand, they don't really understand. They don't understand, like, figurative language, and they don't understand all that stuff in English. If you're going to, like, say that, the sky is blue, like, it better be blue, or, like, kids are going to think it's another color if you're lying to them.
That's true. That is true.
Right.
You just have to say it. And you can't be like, well, the child is you're trying to already train them or something. You can't be like, oh, well, it's you, and you try to beat around the bush when you're really trying to tell the child, hey, look, you need to go to that toilet and put the feet in the toilet. You can't be like, oh, go outside and run around for a few times, and then you come on back and then put the feet in the toilet. Like, no, you have to just say, good. When you feel that urge, you're going to get there, go pee. Like, that's what you do. And so, just straight talk, right? Straight talk. So when I see what Tabatha is saying, and I agree. You know, I think the President Obama was an eloquent speaker. I mean,
right.
You know, he could. You know,
very pleasing to the ear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
I participated in speech and debate. I won awards for the oratory side of things. I've won talent awards. So, I mean, like, hey, yo, I get it. Hey, that's speaking, public speaking is not for everyone. And when you can do it and do it well, hey, you know, someone's got to do it. Might as well do. But then at the same time, it's also good to remember that, you know, if it's a pile of trash, it's a pile of trash. Like, don't tell me it's potpourri when it stinks.
When it's really poo-poo.
Right. It really is, though, kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
That, it's a weed. Does it smell like weed?
That the president doesn't speak well, though. I mean, I brought us back to the topic. No, I'm teasing. But, like, he speaks so poorly sometimes that I'm just like...
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's like
SMH.
What?
Some people have leveled that against the former Vice President, Joe Biden. So some people say, you know, he had a case of stick your foot in your mouth itis, you know, because he was saying certain things.
Right.
He would say stuff and, you know, it wouldn't come out maybe the way he had hoped and stuff.
Right.
So,
right.
You know, I don't know. I guess PC is good, but I guess there needs to still be an element of, I don't know, reality or straight talk or something in there.
Right.
So, like, what do you guys think about right now with all the protests and things like that? Like I mentioned earlier, Black Lives Matter is, you know, that's a hot topic right now. It's all over everywhere and stuff like that. Do you think that it's more PC to go along with the movement as opposed to maybe if you had criticisms before now, you know, still hold the criticisms of BLM? Where do you think it is about that, like political correctness on that topic of Black Lives Matter?
I don't know. I mean, to me personally, I mean, this movement is not about being politically correct, but being moved with what happened. I mean, you know, a guy just died because somebody decided to put their knee on his neck. And that, to me, is completely unacceptable, most especially I have asthma, an upper respiratory problem. So when he uttered the words, "I can't breathe,"
right,
it felt like that was me. You know, regardless of his skin color, you know, for somehow we're all connected. We're all connected. So I think that the being PC to follow this movement, I mean, to me, is shallow. You know, because I'm very passionate about the things that I believe in. Like, I'm passionate about fashion. I'm passionate about music, and I'm passionate about my black people. You know, and I've always think that Black Lives Matter all the way back in the 70s, because I've always been into Donna Summer and Shaka Khan and all. So there you go. And I watch Roots.
Oh my God.
And Color Purple.
All righty then.
Oh my.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't realize that I've been unconsciously living it like all the way back in the 70s. I didn't realize that.
Well, you know, that's the cool thing about music, and that's the cool thing about music, at least it says on our episode not too long ago, dedicated to music and how it influences our lives, is that it really does transcend. Like it can just be like it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have. I mean, music is like that universal language that even if you don't know the words that are being said, if you don't understand them, they may be in another language, but you can feel the song in other ways and understand it enough to still like it. Even if you have no clue what they're saying, but still get down with it. You know, so yeah, that's the beautiful thing about music.
Yeah.
So like with being like TV, they're saying that well, only recently has a lot of the countries started supporting the BLM. But before recently, most of the country was not supportive of BLM. And so they're saying that now, because BLM is such a big hot topic right now, such a big movement right now, that, you know, I guess if you're kind of like not PC, and like let's say if you want to criticize, if you have criticisms of BLM, then you know you're wrong, and you know, I guess maybe you're not being PC, because I guess maybe if it's a PC thing, you can kind of just go with whatever movements are going on, and if you're on the outside, people say, well, you're an outsider, you should lose your job, or you should, you know, lose all this and that. What do you guys think?
I don't follow things just because other people think that I should, for sure.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you. Thank you.
Whether it be, you know, there's a movement for women to have choices. There's a movement for this. There's a movement for that. The Black Lives Matter thing. I've not supported Black Lives Matter as, let's call it an organization. For several reasons that I won't get into today, but that doesn't mean that I don't love black people. Everybody knows Tab loves black people, you know.
I know that.
Right? He's like, I know that. Like, that's my favorite addiction.
Yes.
But,
oh yeah, she like her black men too.
I know, right? Tab loves her black men, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to support an organization that doesn't do, in my mind, what I think they're saying that they're doing. I tend to not follow those things. I tend to really not worry so much about being politically correct.
Right.
If I'm in a situation where I need to be, I can absolutely be, and I do with ease, but I don't know. I don't do it just to do it. Like, I don't, it doesn't rule my life, and it doesn't, I don't let what other people, to me, being politically correct in a to a degree is almost succumbing to what other people think I need to be doing or saying, or how I need to be speaking, or you know, something like that. So I really just don't succumb to that, but I do have the capacity to be on my best lady behavior and act appropriate when I need to.
That's
so
good. That's good.
I don't know. So I specifically don't just follow things to follow them, and it doesn't matter if there's a crowd surrounding it or not. I am not pro-choice, and so I know people hate me for that, and I'm like, well, it
Let
doesn't
them hate
change,
you.
you know, it doesn't change how I think about it. But so it just, you know, why jump on a bandwagon that doesn't suit you? You know,
That's right.
Nobody should jump on a bandwagon that doesn't suit them. So
that's right.
I don't know. That's my thought on it.
And this is what makes you uniquely you, and I love that.
That's
That's what I love.
Yeah, kind of just like going with your conscience on you know, whatever it is, and whether you know, everyone has the choice, right, to follow or not follow. At the end of the day, you know, whatever it is, at the end of the day, yes, I think going with your conscience is great. And because we are a free country, no matter what side of the debate or whatever you may be at, that we should be able to agree to disagree. We should respectfully, you know, be able to hear each other and stuff, and not tear someone down just because they may
Yes,
not
I like that.
believe what, you believe. We all can be passionate about the things, like JP was saying, there's certain things that he's very passionate about. And it's cool to be passionate about these things. When it comes to the political landscape, and maybe even like, say, religious landscape, and all these things that can kind of really be like hot topics and points of interest, try to remember that all communication should always have that basis of foundational respect.
Yep.
Yes,
The foundation of
yes.
respect
Exactly.
should always be there. And if not, then come back to the table when it is. But when one or both parties are disrespectful and stuff, it's like that's not helping anyone's cause. It's not helping anything. Then you just may be looking like two little kids fighting over the cookie. And you can't just have the two kids fighting over the cookie. You have to say, no, we don't just start yelling at you don't just have the kids yelling at each other and think it's okay. You have to step in as adults and say, no, that's not okay. Well, as adults, we should, I think, be able to engage in these conversations and stuff and still do it in a respectful manner, no matter what it is.
Yeah, how I feel like about the like I feel about the situation like with Tabatha, I feel that you must be ladylike about anything. You be ladylike, but I just don't I don't follow anybody. I'm a leader, not a follower. So more like for me, I will pray for them. That's all I do. But I don't get involved into what the thing is. But I do understand what's going on. But I just don't get involved with it. All I do is just pray for it. That's all I can do. And that's a bad and just be lady. Because it can get very out of control, that stuff, and it can cause a lot of fights, and you're gonna get involved in that, and you're gonna get attacked.
Yeah.
Because they get mad, so I just don't follow in that stuff.
Yeah, and speaking about things getting out of hand and getting into fights, see, I'm not crazy about the looting part, the burning down of stores and this and that. Like I said before, there was a Mercedes-Benz dealership store that got broken into, fire, cars getting burned and vandalized, and a Louis Vuitton store that they smashed all the windows. I'm not for that. And then I think I also mentioned the part a few weeks ago in my show that there was a Target store and there were peaceful protesters outside. They were peaceful, and some looters wanted to get in, but the peaceful protesters, they kept the looters at bay, and they said, no, this is not what our protest is all about. And I love that, because they were very peaceful, in their what do you call it? I'm having another meltdown right now, and I'm at a loss for words.
So they was being more for a peacemaker.
Yeah,
and which was good.
They were being
a
peacemakers.
peacemaker.
Yeah, rather than I'm
Right,
gonna
and I
just
did hear.
yeah. So
I've heard of different communities once they started seeing how stuff was getting out of control. Who said no, they're not going to do that in our community, and people, got out and started guarding places and stuff like, no, you're not going to come up in here acting crazy,
right,
kind of thing. So, looting and all that stuff, and the violent aspects of stuff that's been going on, I don't think it helps. I think it takes away from the conversation, like the real conversation, or the real,
you're right.
the real areas of concern, because then it's like creating this spectacle, and the news is there, the news is covering it, they're showing it, and then people want to, there's people who believe that, that's how all or most African Americans are.
Right.
And so, like, if you're showing, if people are doing that, it can feed into that negative stereotype that some people have. people from the African American community.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I think I said this a few weeks ago, but I think I think what our country needs, which we don't have, is a modern day Dr. Martin Luther King.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Amen.
Exactly.
To that.
Amen. Yes.
It would be nice if we had a modern day Dr. Martin Luther King who was able to, bring forth change, but not in a violent, negative way, and so we don't have that, or at least I don't believe we have that. And if anyone knows who's the next one, please let me know, because I don't know who it is. But violence is not really the answer. It just makes things worse. And some people may feel like, oh, it's okay to attack the police, but, what is that going to do? How is that going to help? That's just more negativity.
Right.
That's right. It doesn't solve the problem.
An already negative situation. And, there's always going to be a few bad apples in any group of people. Why? Because
that's right.
In all of humanity, there's going to be a few bad apples.
Oh, absolutely.
There's going to be some bad teachers. There's going to be some bad politicians.
Oh, right.
There's going to be some bad cops. There's going to be some bad. Whatever group of people you want to put together, there's going to be a group of people. There's a percentage of people that are just going to do wrong and all that stuff for whatever reason, because that's just, I guess, a part of humanity. There's good and there's bad. And I think most people hope to be good and try to hopefully do good. There's going to be some people that are just, they're going to do bad. But we can't say all teachers are bad, all cops are bad, everyone is bad. Everyone's bad. No, not everyone is bad.
That's right. That's true.
We can't paint that broad brush for everyone, because I'm sure that there are people, and this is interesting, not even thought about this now, but I'm sure that some law enforcement has helped save their life, or the life of their child, or the life of their neighbor, the life of their family member, or something like that. Lives have been saved, so we can't just say everyone is bad. And if somebody come up in your house with a gun, what you gonna do?
Exactly.
If someone comes and tries to carjack you with a gun to your head, what are you gonna do? If someone is beating up on their wife or their kid or something, what are we going to do?
Right. Yeah.
So,
how I feel is that you never judge a book by a cover, because you don't know about a person, and everybody seems to judge that, oh, this person is the same as other. No, everybody has a different flavor of tea. Everybody's a different tea. We are all different, so not everybody is always a bad taste. There may be some spicy ones, and there may be some sweet ones, and there may be some that's bitter. But we can't always judge a person without getting to know that person. You got to get to know the person.
Right.
And once you get to know the person, you filter them out to see how they are, like with Tabatha, like with her. I think she's the coolest person. I don't care about her life. That's her business. And stuff. And so, it's what I see in the picture. I see she's got a good heart. She's got a good heart, and she's a good person. So that's what I see. I could care less whatever she does like that. That's her business.
She's
I'm
like,
speaking up now.
She's like, I don't share her same interests, but she's a pretty okay girl.
What
are
we talking about, Delores?
I love her.
Please elaborate. It's like,
I won't do that unless you engage her. If you engage into it, that's you. But I won't go into that. But if you want to share it, that's on you.
You have to be more specific.
I'm being Pacific. I'm being Pacific.
Pacific. No doubt.
Oh my God.
But I'm having a little audio issue, so I don't really hear what's being says, but you guys are having a good time. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I heard that. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Can you really hear me?
Good.
All right.
Good. I was like, what happened there? But okay, cool beans. Well, we need to go ahead and get ready to wrap up the show. So I wanted to give everyone a brief moment if you'd like to share any closing thoughts on our topic about, being politically correct in this world today. If we does matter. I don't know. What are your closing thoughts for our episode today?
Well, really quickly, because of political correctness, now they removed Gone with the Wind from HBO Max.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking do
Wow.
this.
Because, well, they removed it temporarily, but then they are going to put it back with a statement that the channel does not support its views of slavery and all that. Because we have to realize that Gone with the Wind was created in, some time that, they were different times back then. And they weren't, to me, they weren't really glorifying slavery in that movie, but it's just that today's, political climate is so different that everything, we've become so sensitive to everything.
Right. Holy smokes.
And also in another one, and J.K. Rowling's, the author of the Harry Potter series, said something about transgender people, and she wasn't being offensive. And I understood her, but a lot of people took offense with what she said about transgender people.
Huh.
So I'm kind of like...
I don't know what she said, but...
She said that if you were born a man, you're a man. If you were born a woman, you're a woman. And whatever it is you feel about your gender, it's all happening, in your mind. It's not biological. Something to that effect.
And people said she was what?
And people said that she was attacking transgenders.
See, I don't think that expressing our own opinions, because that's her opinion of it. Her opinion of it doesn't make somebody else's reality change.
That's right. That's right.
The person that's living through needing to transition doesn't, could care less what the fuck her thought is on it. She hasn't lived it, and she doesn't have the capacity to understand it like somebody who is living it. I don't understand it myself, but I sure don't disregard that somebody else, is living that kind of a little bit of turmoil is what I'd almost, refer to it as. But I actually met my first transgender person this weekend.
Oh, okay.
At a girlfriend's birthday party.
Oh.
And that was interesting because I wasn't quite sure what the situation was, so I simply asked. But I learned a lot this weekend.
There
quite
you go.
honestly.
That's good.
So,
So she was basically attacked by the PC police.
Yes.
I guess is what there's a term, PC police. So it sounds, if you say something that's not PC, then the PC police, whoever it is, can go after you. So, whatever group, it could be any group that, feels that you're not, I guess, basically being PC, then they can come after you and, want to, protest against you and things like that. But at the end of the day, we must remember, we're the United States. And we have free speech in our country.
right,
And
thankfully.
no matter what people feel, if they feel stuff is right or wrong, we should be able to voice that. And I feel like as long as we're being respectful.
And here's the other thing, though, about being too politically correct, in my mind, of course. Like not allowing J.K. Rowling's to express her own opinions or her own thoughts on it, not allowing, me to express my thoughts on something or whatever. We're closing down the communication that's necessary for we as a people to get past
That's
all
right.
of these things that are happening.
That's
We've
right.
made a lot of transitions in the world more recently compared to, in my mind, what we've done in the past with, gay marriage and transgender
Yeah.
people
Yes,
and people
yes.
that just have different realities than what we would call the norm. So when we're stifling somebody's words or their ability to just have conversation because everybody's either worried about being politically correct, worried about the backlash of if somebody doesn't think they're politically correct or whatever, then we close down those avenues that I think are necessary for us to heal people's hearts and to heal the world. So
That's right.
it's really frustrating to me that we're so terribly worried about being politically correct, because it's the opposite of that, in my mind, that's going to bring about some growth, real talk. If I'm sitting here worried about the words that I'm using, now I'm not saying that I'm just going to sit here and be disrespectful, but if I'm worried about choosing the right words as to not offend somebody else, that takes the realness out of the conversation. It takes the humanity to a degree out of the conversation to where we're not going to get as far as we could have if we were all just worried about being at a table, being respectful, and being honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really discouraged that people jumped on her for that. Granted, I don't know the whole thing surrounding it, but from just what you've described, that's discouraging to me. But anyway, those are my closing thoughts. What are yours, Dolores?
Mine is more, I think we should just be more peaceful with each other and just mind your own business.
Mind your own
Yeah,
business.
just mind your own business.
Unless I tell you what I've
That's the way I
done.
feel.
Right.
Don't get into the business of other people if they're doing wrong things and that. Stay out of it. Because then that's the way you're going to get attacked.
Yeah.
That's the way you'll be attacked. Because you jumped into the beef.
Into the beef.
Yeah, you gotta
beef.
stay. You gotta stay. Yeah,
I
you gotta
love
stir it in
beef.
that pot.
Right. So beefy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Baby?
No.
Yeah, and if you are jumping in that beef and that, they gonna put beef on you.
Right.
Yeah, and y'all gonna be fighting and tearing up each other. And then, like I said, this is where we need to make peace. Make peace with each other and stop the violence. We need to stop it
Right, for sure.
and make peace in this country. There's too much going on in this country.
Dolores is getting serious.
Way too much to drink.
Somebody's starting to speak over here.
What did ice cream do to you, Delores? You had ice cream and what happened? I don't know.
I'm sorry. I guess I got my grandma's genes.
And tequila. She had ice cream and tequila. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my God.
Not tequila, the water. Something is water.
Commercial break. You're getting a sip. You're getting a sip.
I have one last thing to say. Just one short thing to
Go
say.
ahead, JC. Yes.
Okay, I read somewhere that said if you remove free speech, then what you have is indoctrination. Those are my last words.
Cool quote. Cool quote. Something to think on, in the coming days, That's an excellent quote. Well, thanks so much, everyone, for sharing your final thoughts. And for me, it's, basically kind of what I think I was just kind of saying. I think the United States is the greatest country. We're an awesome country. So many people want to come and live here. Very few leave, but it seems like most people come. And I think because of the opportunity that we afford everyone, kind of really at the end of the day, because no matter how rich or how poor, we are, how much education or not, like whatever hardships we were born into or that we've gone through and stuff. So with all the things that make our country great, that free, us being able to be free and to practice whatever faith we want to practice and have the right to free speech, and we have the right to be able to protest, and we have these rights.
That's right.
We have these rights that in many places, people don't get these opportunities. with those freedoms and everything and that greatness, we just, really, I think we need to remember to try to be respectful, and to be able to agree to disagree, and to try to come together the best that we can to move forward to better, to continue to better our country, in a peaceful, respectful way, not in a violent, tear down the country, tear down each other way.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, all lives matter.
That's right.
All of us,
not just one
God's children.
That's right.
And so everyone has a right for their voice to be heard. But let's try to come together and not see the divisiveness and stuff like that.
That's right.
Let's come together and heal the world, heal our country, heal our world.
That's right.
Heal the world.
Right.
If you want to stand up for your rights, do it in the right way. Like my grandma always says, do it in an educational way. You don't do it foolish. Cause like Bob Marley said, get up, stand up for your rights. Yeah, we got to sometimes, but but you can do it in a peaceful way, in a respectful way, not a disrespectful way.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
When we can come together from all the various backgrounds and stuff that we do, and talk in a respectful manner about whatever it is that is going on, that's where things can happen. When all sides can come together, in a way that is not really being done. I think right now we need to come together, stop the negative. Let's make some positive. Let's make some positive.
Yes, exactly.
It's just too much. There's too much going on. It's just, let's come together. We're all brothers and sisters at the end of the day. We're all brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Tabatha's life matters just as much as Delores, and Delores' life matters just as much as JC. Everyone matters.
That's right.
So, with that said, those are my closing thoughts. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing for coming sharing your thoughts today. I think we had a good discussion.
Yes.
It was a good discussion. Definitely a good discussion. We hope that you, our audience, that you were able to find something of benefit in our episode today. And again, we'd love to hear from you, and send messages and ask questions and things like that. Please make sure you tune in next week, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, right here on Social Media Show. We'll be back next week. You take care, be safe, and we're going to say goodbye to everyone. Okay, much love, everyone.
Bye. Peace.
Real in every way.
Hi, my name is Ty, and I am a fashionista.
Hi, my name is Dolly Wright, and I'm a singer, but I waitress for a living.
Hi, I'm Alicia, aka Catalina Winehouse with Ichigo.
Hi everybody, my name is David Thomas. What I am is a QMHA. I work with people with mental health issues, and I also do a Tina Turner show with the Big Elvis show at the Piano Bar.
Hi, my name is Maria Pureza Levinthal. I am the founder of Social Media Show.
Hello everybody, I am Kiki Dolas. I am the CEO of Are You It Entertainment here in Las Vegas, and I'm also a club owner.
Hi, I'm Latoria Kern, founder and director of Family Arts at Whalers Creation.
Hi, my name is Dawn Weir. I'm the founder of The Giving Water, a local nonprofit that delivers water to disaster and people in need.
Hi, my name is Delores Olsen. I'm a home-based business person for Bija and for Beachbody. Also, I'm a chaplain.
This is Bettina Steinhauer. I'm a clothing designer and manufacturer bathing suits.
Hi, my name is Jessica D, and I currently work for one of the biggest properties on the Strip. I'm also a PhD student, and I own a jewelry business on the side.
Hi, my name is Jamie Springer, and I am a eyelash extension technician or artist.
Your care and your loving smile, your sensitive and down to earth style, princess, oh princess.